Hello and welcome back to another out of spec detailing video. You join me with Brandon and we are on the road. We actually just landed in Austin, Texas, and we have quite a few Cybertrucks this week. Kyle is already down here with Francie and Drew from Martian Wheels, and I actually have a Cybertruck all to myself tomorrow to detail. Brandon has actually
in the app already
Turoed one, which is amazing. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a travel vlog here, getting everything set up for tomorrow, grabbing our rental car, and I got lots of shopping to do today. I need to grab a bunch of detailing products, some household stuff. So welcome back. Let's jump into it. Busy day here at Austin Airport, and we are heading down now to grab our checked luggage. So I last night and all day yesterday spent a ton of time gathering a bunch of detailing chemicals, everything from waterless washes to waxes to sealants, ceramic coatings, and I had to bring it all with me. So I had to check everything in a bag, which was definitely a trick. I'm hoping it's even here. I left a little note saying, "Hello, please, I am detailing some Cybertrucks this week, so can you please kind of leave everything alone in there?" So Brandon, this is Tesla Flex, of course. If you guys don't follow him, I'll leave a link to his channels down below. He makes some amazing Tesla content. I'm pumped for you because you rented one of these things on Turo for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And one of the first ones, I think that's
Probably one
even...
of the first ones on Turo.
Yeah.
That's already in my app.
Which is so cool.
So I just gotta wait to pair the phone key.
We were on the plane and you got a message saying, "Hey, add your Tesla to this," and that was the first experience seeing the Cybertruck in the app, which was really, really cool.
278 miles, that's 87%.
Wow. Okay, so show me that one more time here for the viewers. So 278 miles on there. It may be backwards, of course. And this thing only has 61 miles on it too.
Yeah, so they basically just took it from where they picked it up, brought it home, slapped some plates on it, and dropped it off.
Unbelievable. So I think we have in total 5 Cybertrucks between your truck, the truck I'm working with tomorrow. Kyle has a test vehicle. I know G with Test Bros is wrapping 2 of them as well. So tons of Cybertruck content this week from all of the out of spec channels, and of course our friends like Brandon and G at Test Bros. So super pumped for this, and let's just hope my bag actually shows up here. So a few things for this video. I wanted to bring you guys along, show you a little bit of behind the scenes of all the products I brought with me, because it was definitely a challenge yesterday figuring out what I needed to bring. I had to bring towels, all these chemicals. I think I brought 20 or 25 16-ounce bottles in a suitcase that I checked. I brought 4 or 5 different ceramic coatings with me. And then today, like I said, I've got to do quite a few errands to go grab some more kind of cheapo towels. I've got to get some buckets for washing. And I also am going to get a bunch of kind of household cleaners that a lot of people have said, oh, you got to use WD-40 or Barkeeper's Friend, whatever it may be, on the actual stainless steel of the Cybertruck. So I thought it'd be really interesting. Travel detailing is not the most glamorous thing ever. It's a lot of planning, a lot of tracking items down, figuring out how you're actually getting the products there. This is actually my second traveling detail trip I've done. Last year, I went out to California to detail a Ferrari F8 Spider and a Taycan, and that was an eventful trip. I had to ship polishers out there, ceramic coatings, all the towels, and I actually did a lot of pre-planning. Of course, being without a spec, this came up very last minute. Brandon, did we learn about this whole trip
like
Friday?
Friday or
Saturday, and it's now Wednesday. So lots of planning, lots and lots of planning. I'm anxious to get testing on the Cybertruck, hopefully get to drive one while I'm down here. I'm sure I probably will. Yeah, this is going to be a great experience. I'll definitely share with you guys more, opening up the suitcase, showing you what I actually brought, what I need to get. I think it'll be very, very interesting for you to see what it looks like to travel while you're on the road. And I am nowhere near an expert that has all the Pelican cases and crates and things like that. So I'm still learning as I go on this. I'm very used to being at home, you know, working in my amazing detail space that's really set up. I know where everything's at. So lots of planning to do today, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. We have one bag, Mr. Brandon's bag. So I'm expecting to have my bag show up and just like have detailing chemicals just like dripping everywhere. I did what I could, but yeah, not sure. So hoping very, very soon we see the out of spec detailing bag. It's just as heavy, so that means they did not dump everything like I expected. So we'll see once we get in the car if everything's still in here. I really hope so. But we're waiting for James, and then we're gonna go grab the Model 3 long range that we rented. We're gonna do some Cybertruck side by side that Brandon is going to be probably doing a little bit of testing. You know, the smooth scenic drives. Yeah.
My smooth scenic drives.
All right, let's get moving here. And we have found our Model 3 here in spot number 47. Of course, they knew a detailer was coming, had to give me a black car, my absolute favorite. So I'm gonna take a little walk around this because I'm already seeing, holy crap, this thing has been smoked down here. Yikes. Oh yeah, every Hertz rental is just like curbed wheels. I think that's like the Model Y thing. When you drive out, you just immediately curb everything. So yeah, well, this looks pretty good. At least we've got the dual motor, gonna be comparable to the Cybertruck dual motor. We're gonna wait here a few minutes, get all set up in the car, wait for James. He just got off the plane, so perfect timing. Perfect timing. And we'll get on the road to go pick up Brandon's Cybertruck for the next couple days. Jumped in the Model 3. This thing is beat, Brandon. 85,000 miles on here. Look at this. I don't even want to touch this. My seat controls are broken. Hertz, you guys really need to take a little bit better care of these cars. But we're going to get phone key set up over here. Boom, vehicle added. Man, that's nice. If it goes. There we go. How many cars can we collect in here? Here we go. Boom, all hooked up. Like I said, 85,000 miles on here. This is a dual motor, of course. And yeah, this bad boy needs some serious love. The paint on here, I'm just like, oh my God, I need to like bring all my polishers and just, it kills me. But waiting for James, he is almost here, so should be good to go here any second. I'm pumped to see the Cybertruck yet again. Of course, Brandon and I were down here with Kyle, with James, with Robbie for the Cybertruck launch event. So this is just like, yeah, coming back and actually now get to actually have some fun with that.
The actual Cybertruck launch event for us.
How this should have been all along. But yes, very pumped for this. Let's get going. And we finally found James. He had a little bit of time getting off the car. So this is James. He's hanging out with us this week in Austin, and we are on the way to the Cybertruck. Looking like we are only 14 minutes away, 10 miles or so. Not too shabby. So what are your plans, Brandon, for your first video actually driving the Cybertruck? Do you have anything in mind?
I'm not really sure. I think maybe overview first and then review.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, like, we haven't really been up close to these much other than at the factory. Sat inside one or two. Some didn't have doors on them when we even sat inside them. So I'm excited to see like a full finished product on these things. And you do have the dual motor, not the Cyber Beast. We should mention that. I don't think any of the trucks we have down here are the Beast.
I don't even think they're building the Beast. They're only really focusing on one trim right now, which kind of makes sense because the Beast is more expensive, but also harder to make.
That's so different from when we actually left the factory tour last time. I totally expected them to only
the Beast first.
Yeah,
they were all Beast at the event.
Exactly.
So that's what we thought.
Yeah, really strange. So onwards to Austin. Let's check our tire pressures over here. Yep, a little bit low. I remember the last one, Kyle and I had a rear wheel drive Model 3 here when we came down to the event, and the thing, we came through that intersection back there and just full understeer, like zero traction. Had 4 different tires on it. So let's get going here.
Thing about renting cars or just borrowing a car or Tesla from anyone, you can actually add it to your Tesla app. So for example, I have out of spec Dave's Pladdington in here right now, but then I also have the Cybertruck added in the app. So right now it's telling me where it's at, and that's where I'm gonna go pick it up. but I can't do much yet. I can kind of look at the upgrades, but it pretty much has every upgrade already. But just the animation on the truck is like really cool. Like it, when you go into here to see the app, it has all the numbers and letters and everything is more like Cybertrucky. So it's a really cool thing. And once I actually have full access to the app, when I pair my phone key, I'll be able to do a lot more, like open the tonneau cover, turn the lights on, turn the outlets on. But I'll have a bunch of videos coming on how to use the app with the Cybertruck as well.
You're trying to find a wild Cybertruck in some random parking lot in the middle of Austin, Texas. Just keep going upside down.
I'm trying to, okay, let's see, is there a way? Okay, there's a bunch of different ways, so just gotta keep following it. It looks like it's parked up against some like median of some type.
Okay. I'm gonna go right into here, you think?
Yeah, just try past a little bit. Oh my gosh.
Sick.
There it is, guys. The Cybertruck in the corner. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to send him a picture of me holding my license in front of the Cybertruck.
No way. The Cybertruck that Brandon is renting literally just in an abandoned parking lot here. This is pretty awesome. So yeah, we just left our Model 3 here. Doors all open. Just had to jump out here and jump over to the Cybertruck. So my first thoughts on seeing this, of course, this is a customer delivered one. I'm really intrigued about this door here. You can see how different color it is, how much the sheen has changed on here. Of course, seeing some like drips and things like that with the foundation. I'm so interested to get my hands on the one tomorrow morning to see how this thing is actually going to react to any sort of cleaners or things like that, because this one in the wild that Brandon is renting, of course, yeah, I'm not loving how it's looking as far as the stainless steel being cohesive, if you will. I come over to this side, same thing going on here. You can see, man, oh man, lots and lots of fingerprints in here, some very big smudges. So this is what we're gonna work on. I think Brandon's trying to get the door open over here. Man, this is sick. Of course, one of the videos I really want to make is how the heck do you actually clean this monster windshield from the inside? It's truly going to be interesting. So let's hop in here and see what this is all about. And Brandon is opening the Cybertruck already. Man, oh man, this is wild. The attention the Cybertruck gets is truly special. I mean, this thing just in a parking lot just looks insane. We've got some, of course, folks checking out the Cybertruck over here. It's going to be an interesting event rolling around this week with multiple Cybertrucks and see how people kind of react to it. It is just so super cool. Let's jump in here and see what Brandon thinks. Boom. A little hard for me to do one-handed, but not too bad. Brandon, what do you think, dude?
Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the key code. But
Probably have to tap the key card.
well, I still have the phone key already, so it's sitting here.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
The door's open. That's the door's in.
Really cool materials in here. I'm going to be doing a full build quality analysis on the Cybertruck I'm working on tomorrow. Just testing products, of course, but I'm really interested to talk more about the interior of the vehicle and see, okay, how are these things put together? How are all the body panels lined up and things like that? These are, of course, very, very early VIN vehicles, so need to keep that in mind. So cool to see the doors open here. Wow, very bank vault type vibe. So freaking awesome. I'm pumped for this, guys. We're doing vlogception here. So tell me what's going on here, guys, because you've been sitting in here for a little while. The horn just works. You tried that out. The window.
The hazards work. The heat's on. The ambient light's on.
But no screen.
Right.
No screen.
No screen or the
back.
rear.
And you can't put it into drive.
Correct.
No.
With the emergency buttons. But the hazards do work.
How strange. Do you have full app access now?
Yeah.
Have you tried to remote start it?
True.
Trying to walk back up to it now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, lights are going on. Screen is still black.
I'm trying to think, like, How else can you reboot the test?
And that is definitely where the key card goes in there, right?
It's right here.
Yeah, it's 100%.
And my phone key is connected.
The phone key works too because we just unlocked it.
How strange.
And the heat's on. I can feel the heat.
Yeah, I can control
Yeah,
that.
this is normally where you'd put it into park, reverse, neutral, or drive up
In an
here.
emergency when the screen doesn't work. But
And
that's not even working.
We can't get it to actually come on. Do the hazards actually go on?
Yeah.
So let's see here. Yep, so hazards are going. Okay, so things are happening here, but nothing's happening.
Right.
What the heck? We have not been able to get the front screen on, and recently we've been sitting here for about 20 minutes trying to get it to restart. We've done the trick on the steering wheel trying to get it to reset. The rear screen is on, but no front screen. And Brandon just tried, as we locked the truck, walked back up to it to see if it would actually start. He put his foot on the brake and we could not move it. The only way we were able to get it to move was to remote start it via the app. Now Brandon is trying to maybe reset the screen here so it comes on. The interesting thing was Sentry mode was actually going. What the heck is going on with this Tesla Cybertruck? So we are now about 30 minutes into this. Definitely not how we thought this video was going to go. The screen is still off in here. So Brandon has tried pretty much everything. You've tried to unplug the screen. We've tried to reset it. It will go into drive, as you can tell. We have actually moved it, but still no front screen on there. He has tried to remove app access, add it back on, and no avail here. So do we have the world's first dead Cybertruck?
I think we do.
Yeah, and the truck's not dead. It has, Brandon,
Everything works.
what's the state of charge on this?
86%.
It's at
Everything
86%.
in the truck is working just fine.
Yeah.
The tonneau cover opens, the trunk opens.
So everything's working except for the screen. And now we have it that Brandon is actually getting it to work. So here's what we had to do. Long story short, after about 30 minutes of trial and error with this, we called the guy. He took off pin to drive. Brandon unhooked his phone from the Cybertruck account on here, reset it up. We were able to get it into drive now, but no avail. The front screen is still off. Well, quick update. So we are now at the service center. So hopefully we're gonna hear what's going on with this thing. So the owner of the Cybertruck that Kyle was actually testing this week graciously came down and we got some things worked out. So we actually had the owner of this particular Cybertruck come over. He was not able to get anything going. It sounds like our next step is to remove the fire, what is it?
The 48 volt loop,
12 volt.
Yep. 48 volt loop, so that we can kind of reboot and see if the screen will come on. Now we did drive it over here, no issues driving it. The owner of the other Cybertruck was saying, hey, we should probably get this figured out. So yeah, this is an interesting day. Did you guys ever expect this? No. Absolutely not. But wow, this is crazy. We dropped off the Cybertruck now and we are now headed for errands. I am on my own, so going to head to the stores. Need to run to Costco to get some cheapo microfibers for tomorrow morning. Also need to pick up quite a few household cleaners that we're going to be testing. And yeah, so 16 minutes to Costco. Let's head over there and yeah, I'll update you when we get there. And outside of a very, very busy Costco here, I'm doing my best to film. As you guys know, this is a little tricky for me to film a vlog on my own, but we grabbed some microfiber towels. These are completely adequate for doing Cybertruck stuff. Of course, not worrying about scratching the stainless finish. Very, very resilient to that. I did have a little bit of testing that I did on the broken Cybertruck earlier with just some waterless wash, and man, oh man, my findings are very, very interesting so far. I have a feeling, guys, the stainless steel is going to be a hell of a lot trickier to deal with than I originally thought. So my detailing brain needs to you know, think of some new tactics, some new techniques, and of course the product really matters the most on how to tackle this. I think tomorrow is going to be one of the most interesting days ever, from, you know, being a professional detailer for 10 plus years to yeah, kind of having to relearn everything. So that's why this is all chaos back here. Most of the bottles made it. Quite a few of them leaked back here. I just didn't have time to actually show you guys that. But once we get later on, maybe this evening, likely tomorrow morning, once we actually arrive, we'll go through everything we have, and then stay tuned for the upcoming videos testing all of the products, all the detailing products I brought, and all of the kind of household cleaners that I'm going to test. So tons and tons of work to do. Still have yet to have some lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever today. So on we go to Target. Down the cleaning aisle of Target now. I've already started getting a few things. So of course want to try Dawn dish soap, what Tesla actually recommends for their soap to actually wash Cybertruck. Lots of things we're gonna have to talk about. Gonna make a dedicated video on that. Grab some Windex as well. Not thinking that's gonna be ideal. And Barkeepers seem to be a fan favorite. We've also got a few stainless products up here, so we're definitely gonna try this. I think we'll try, something like this and maybe even this. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get one of each and see how everything works. I also need to find some isopropyl alcohol and probably some buckets. Okay, so I think we've got a pretty good haul here. So isopropyl alcohol stocked up on that. That sounds to be like one of the main cleaners here for Cybertruck. Also picked up some WD-40, some other things here, as well as a bucket. If you're wondering what the carrots are for, just wait for an out of spec reviews video very, very soon. So I think we are done now. We are headed to clean a Cybertruck today, and man, oh man, I am excited. So last night we had dinner with the whole team and some viewers as well. I did get to play a little bit last night with the Cybertruck, testing some waterless wash. Very interesting results. So all of that we're going to find out today in upcoming videos for you guys, but I just wanted to share with you how everything was going. So I am headed about 40 minutes outside of our hotel, actually quite far away. So up bright and early this morning, a foggy day here in Austin. Kyle's been up all night with the Cybertruck doing range testing, all of that videos that are going to be on out of spec reviews very, very soon. But I am pumped for today. A little nervous to say the least. I mean, I had some interesting conversations with a Tesla employee yesterday that has cleaned quite a few Cybertrucks, got some very valuable insight from him. I always take that with a grain of salt. A lot of folks at Tesla, at service centers and things like that, they have to quickly run through these cars, and they say, oh, we have spent so much time on these, and I'm like, how long is that? And they're like, an hour. And I go, okay, well, I spent like 40 hours on a brand new car type of deal. So yeah, I mean, I'm expecting the Cybertruck to be challenging to clean from what I've seen so far, but I think, all the tools we brought down with us, as in chemicals that Adams and Jade had actually supplied for us, I think we're going to find some interesting solutions and probably find some stuff that is like, whoa, absolutely do not use this. So very anxious for all the testing today, but super, super excited to say the least. I was very, very impressed with Cybertruck last night, the one we've been testing all week with Kyle, and his has a very different finish on it, and I'll talk a lot more about that probably in some upcoming videos. I don't want to give too much away now, but I'm curious to see this truck that I'm headed to right now. I am now about 10 minutes or so away from this gentleman's house that has a Cybertruck, and very, very excited. So we'll see when I'm there. We'll end this video off and start the real filming. All of the deep dive into everything, how to clean Tesla Cybertruck. And we have made it here with yet another Cybertruck. So the third one I've seen and been up close and personal with this trip, and man, oh man, am I excited for today. This is going to be awesome. Now, it's definitely going to be tricky to film in here in a personal garage. I'm going to do my best. This particular customer wants to stay very private, so I'm going to be respectful of that and not show too much, not show the VIN, of course. But yeah, so let's jump over here. These are all the products I brought with me, minus some ceramic coating. So this is what we're gonna all be testing. Of course, you can see here, this is what I purchased yesterday at Target. I got a ton of microfiber towels in the Model 3 over here. And yeah, so we have everything from waterless wash to Miracle Mist by Jade, detail spray, some glass cleaner, of course, isopropyl alcohol, prep. We have spray waxes, brilliant glaze, wet coat, yeah, bunch of stuff. I've also, like I said, brought with me some PPF stuff here. So I have some, what is it, XPEL Ultimate Plus and XPEL Stealth in here to check that out to see. But I'm going to end off here. So thanks so much for watching another out of spec detailing video. This week is going to be full of very, very fun videos, but this thing is going to be a treat. We'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye-bye.